Alright, hello everyone, it's Team Rocket Draws here with another Pokemon drawing tutorial. And for this video guys, we're gonna be drawing Yamper. So as you guys can see on screen, this is how he ends up looking like. So if you guys want to learn how to draw him, then let's get started. I'm also gonna put up a reference right now on screen that was easier for you guys to draw, and at the same time you guys could get all your details. So this image I got from Google guys. I'll post a link on the description to it because it's actually from DeviantArt. So yeah guys, so just remember that to press lightly on your pencils because we are going to start off by doing a sketch, and then from there on we're going to do our final drawing. So first of all, we're going to start off with the circle and just try to get it as close as you can to a perfect circle guys, and then we're going to split it in the middle both ways, and then we're going to do these lines right here that are about a little bit over half the length of the circle in size. And now we're going to do these right here. This is just more for the actual shape of his neck. So this is the basic shape that we're going for guys, so just try to get it as close as you can. You guys might have a little trouble here and there, but just try to get it as close as I have it here to mine, and then yeah, everything else will be a little bit better. So for the actual Pokeball that he's holding, we could just do a circle guys. You guys could do the circle first and then do his snout, whatever works for you guys a little bit better. And then obviously the actual Pokeball, you guys could do it any way that you guys want it. It doesn't have to be at an angle like this. Since it is a circle, you guys could literally place those lines anywhere. But yeah, it does come out a little bit over the actual circle for the head. So as you guys can see, I have a little trouble just making this since it's so small, and yeah, I had a little trouble. Alright, so now for the actual nose, it's around there. That's where I use those reference lines going across the circle in the middle, just so it could help us place everything. For example, the eyes as well. And I have a hard time right here guys trying to get the eyes the same shape. It's just one of those things that I've always had trouble with. But generally the one on the right should be a little bit bigger, but not by much. Alright, so now for his actual cheek, comes out a little bit there. And then we have this little line right there for his actual collar. Alright, so now let's actually start on the ears guys. This one actually did it a little bit longer, so I do shorten it up once I do the second one. So for this one, we're actually gonna do the inside of the ear. So this is gonna be a little bit different. There we go. So once I notice that the right ear is a little bit smaller than the left, instead of changing the right ear, I go ahead and change the left one just because it's going to be a little bit easier to change that one. And just make sure that they're similar in size guys, although the one on the right once again should be a little bit longer than the one on the left. Now for the paws. So now as you guys can see, after adding some of these details, it just starts to starting to look like actual Yamper. And yeah, just try to make the paws all the same size generally. Now for some small details right here, for example right there, it's actually curved a little bit, it's not a straight line. And now the little target. And then on the actual reference, if you guys look at it, it's basically his tail is waggling, right? But he only has one of those thunder tail shapes. I don't know what you guys want to call it. And I do it here. I do both of them just to show you guys, and then we could just do some lines right here, just so it could look like it's waggling, right? But later on the final drawing, I only do one of the tails just because I didn't want to make it waggling like that. Once we have that guys and we're happy with the face, everything looks alright, we're gonna go ahead and do the details. So just make sure that the forehead right there is just even. Those two lines that we did from the eyes to the back of the head, it's just they're even throughout. And now for the actual shape of the eyes, the yellow part, and these are mostly just oval shapes guys. Try to avoid doing circles. And once we have all of that, we could go ahead and erase some of the reference lines. just use the reference to give you guys a better idea of which lines are supposed to be there and which ones are reference lines, because for example right there in the ear, they actually don't connect and all that. So once you guys have your sketch, guys, and now that you have it, make any changes to it. So here's my final drawing already. I went back and I did make a few changes that I probably didn't do on camera. Right here I'm just working on the eyes a little bit, because I forgot the little triangle or the square shapes or the diamond shapes on his eyes, so I do go ahead and do that just because it's kind of like one of those really strong features on Yamper. That's like one of the first things you notice is the eyes. But yeah, so once you have your sketch, guys, go ahead and make any changes to it, and it doesn't have to be the same as my drawing or the actual reference, even though try to use a reference to try to like use it. But as long as it looks good in your drawing, go ahead. It doesn't have to be the same as mine or the actual reference. So any little changes that you might want to make, for example, maybe the nose looks a little bit odd compared to the eyes, or just the mouth, or the pokeball, or the ears, or anything, this is the time to change it. But yeah, so once I have my final outline, guys, I go ahead and I use my watercolors to actually lay down like a base color for it, and it's something that I'm practicing. I've only done a handful of actual drawings or paintings or whatever you guys want to do call it, where I do this, so I'm still learning, guys. It's a hard process just because I am doing videos, and instead of me practicing on that, you know, I feel like I have to record myself every time that I draw, so I'm practicing as I'm going. So just be patient with me. So I just use the base colors for my watercolors, and then I just use my color pencils, and then just use like a little bit darker shades, and just use the actual base watercolor as my normal one, and then just the color pencils for shadows. Unfortunately, I'm not really able to add any highlight, so it's something that, like I said, I'm still learning to use the watercolors. So it's one of those things where it's more for the watercolor than it is for the color pencils to add the highlight. But overall, guys, I think it was okay. I liked it, I won't lie. I did a lot of mistakes. I made a lot of mistakes, more like it. For example, I think if I go back, I would have done a little bit darker on some of the colors, but overall, guys, I think it came out pretty good. I honestly like it. At the end, I go back and I add a little bit darker outline just because the pencil wasn't showing that much, so I think it needed a little bit darker outline, and overall it actually came out pretty cool. So yeah, this is how it ended up looking like, guys. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know in the comment section how it turned out. If you guys need any help, you guys could always leave a comment. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to reply to you guys, and if not, there's somebody else that might see your comment and might be able to help you guys out. But alright, guys, so I think that's gonna be it for this video. Don't forget to leave a like, guys, and subscribe for more videos, and I guess I'll just catch you guys on the next one. Team Rocket Draws